When they start talking, when the people who I fight, when they start talking, that's when y'all get dumb. I'ma beat his ass.
He can't do shit.
For real. I better be quiet.
Got any grease in your hair tonight, Tank? That is it. Lamont, please say that in the second fight. Any questions? You got any grease in your hair tonight, Tank? Like, you got any grease in your hair tonight, Tank? Like,
the match that you fought?
0.
What do you have to do to create enough separation where this don't happen again?
Whew, that's a good question. It's gonna be based on my training camp. I have to push myself a little harder if that didn't get me the win. And I have room. I definitely have room.
Tensions exploded as Gervonta Tank Davis stormed the press conference with an unfiltered warning to Lamont Roach, shouting, "He is going to end Lamont in front of a stunned audience." The atmosphere was electric, charged with raw emotion and unfinished business as the two fighters locked eyes ahead of their rematch, with cameras flashing and fans on edge.
What's good, guys? Red Corner Boxing here. So the Ring magazine has today confirmed that Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach Jr. 2 will take place on August the 16th in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's a great fight. We need to see it again. Who wins it and how, lads? Let us know here on Red Corner Boxing.
Promoter Gary Jonas shed some light on the negotiations for the rematch. While he didn't give too many details, Jonas did say that the second bout between Davis and Roach Jr. is all but finalized. Let's hear what he got to say right now.
Important question on everyone's mind. How close is the rematch? How big will it be? How close is it to getting done?
Very close. It's in my mind, it's a done deal, but there are formalities, but it's a done deal, and it's not far off.
Davis made it clear he wasn't just there to talk. He was there to make a statement. What followed was a war of words that lit a fire under the boxing world, setting the tone for a grudge match fueled by pride, rivalry, and unfinished vengeance. The rematch between Gervonta and Lamont Roach Jr., initially scheduled for June 21, 2025 at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, was postponed due to a combination of factors. Key among them was Davis's request for additional preparation time, as he felt he needed more time to train adequately for the rematch. Additionally, financial challenges faced by Premier Boxing Champions, the event's promoter, contributed to the delay. These issues collectively led to the rescheduling of the bout to August 16, 2025, with the venue remaining in Las Vegas. The rematch is highly anticipated given the controversial draw in their first encounter.
How you think one coming up with
I
Tank
hope he
and
don't
Roach?
fight Lamont, actually. Like, I hope he don't get in the ring with him again. Because at the end of the day, if he lose, it's just going to look bad on the fight with me. So it's going to look like somebody else already did it. I don't know.
You want Tank to knock you out, yo.
I ain't even gonna lie to you.
I heard him say, I heard him say, like, yo, I want to fight Tank, and that's nice, but why do you want Tank to knock you out so bad? Like,
Look, that sound good. That sound real good, but he's too little.
Too little.
I promise you he's too little.
Lamont is signed and ready to go for the rematch, correct?
Y'all, Tank plays so many head games, it's not even funny. Let me tell you something, bro. Lamont Roach has never been this big of a fighter before. Everyone knows Lamont Roach now. So he could be reaping the benefits of just enjoying his status of having that draw with Tank, while Tank is the one with the eye of the tiger. Tank is probably in the gym training his ass off, and then sign the contract like, all right, we got to fight when? June. Oh shit, let's hurry up and dash your ass. Sugar Ray Leonard did that to Roberto Duran. Duran was told that he had a fight in a couple weeks, and he was like, dude, I'm 190 pounds in Panama, which is why Roberto Duran was out of shape in the No Mas fight and was like, no mas. So Tank could be over there working, sign the contract in 3 weeks, and all of a sudden Lamont Roach got to put a training camp together.
Meeting on March 1st, 2025 at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn ended in a majority draw, leaving fans and analysts divided. One judge scored the fight 115-113 in favor of Davis, while the other two saw it even at 114-114. The bout was marked by a contentious moment in the 9th round when Davis took a knee after a jab from Roach, which was not ruled a knockdown by the referee, a decision that sparked debate among boxing enthusiasts. Davis attributed his performance to distractions, including irritation from hair products affecting his vision and the absence of ring girls, which he claimed disrupted his focus.
For me, Tank Davis is fighting a minus 1,600 as your main event odds is crazy to me, dude. That's crazy. That underdog lived up to the hype. He ended up, overperforming. Lamont Roach, credit to him, all this other stuff. And it took some politics to keep Davis as champion. You ever see guys getting the referee their own fight? Dude, anybody else takes that knee, you're getting counted, bro. The referee, actually, his instinct, if you watch that, the referee's instinct was to count. If you notice, Steve Willis started counting, and then he looked at the timekeeper outside the ring, wasn't counting, and he stopped counting. So you get to call your own timeout. Earlier in the fight, if you saw that shoulder barge that Tank did to Roach in the clinch, he didn't get a warning, but Roach's reaction got the warning. This is the politics we're dealing with. You keep doing this, you're looking at short-term money and long-term destruction of a sport.
Despite these issues, Davis acknowledged his shortcomings, stating, "I could have definitely done more, that's my fault." Critics claim that Davis intentionally took a knee in the 9th round against Roach to disrupt his opponent's rhythm and regain control of the fight. By voluntarily going down, Davis may have been seeking a few extra seconds to recover rather than risk being overwhelmed. By Roach's aggressive attacks, many fans and analysts view this as a veteran tactic designed to break Roach's momentum.
He take a knee. You need to lose like 10-8 that round at least, no? And plus the corner go up and put a towel in the face. That's a disqualification for sure. I'm talking about the rules, but it's not my business.
Davis clarified that the incident stemmed from a hair treatment he had undergone 2 days prior to the fight. He explained that the grease from the treatment mixed with his sweat during the match, causing a burning sensation in his eyes. Addressing the audience's reaction during the post-fight interview, Davis expressed frustration over the boos, emphasizing that his actions were a genuine response to the unexpected irritation and not an attempt to manipulate the fight's dynamics.
And to go ahead and keep it real with y'all, I think that knee that Tank took was because Lamont Roach was in a rhythm and Gervonta Davis tried to throw this man off a rhythm. Do I believe the Murrays, Sport Waves, the Soul Glow was in his eye? Absolutely not. I believe that man Tank got nerve-eye and said, hold on, this man Lamont Roach is cooking. I need to take me a quick timeout and a quick break. It's nasty, it's horrible, it's disgusting. It's bad enough how hard and difficult it is to beat this man. Most fighters is weight trained. Most fighters has clauses on them. So when somebody who's coming up is able to compete with Gervonta Tank Davis, you handicap the man with trash rulings.
The explanation has been met with mixed reactions from fans and analysts, with some questioning whether the moment should have been ruled. A knockdown, regardless of the reason, the controversy surrounding Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach fight has escalated as the New York State Athletic Commission NYSOC has officially launched a review of the bout's outcome according to Boxing. Kingdom technical difficulties initially delayed an immediate assessment of the pivotal 9th round incident where Davis took a knee. Many argue this moment should have been ruled a knockdown in Roach's favor, potentially altering the final decision.
Fight on the weekend, what'd you make of the controversy in that one?
Look, I had just finished my recovery session, so I was pretty docile and relaxed, and then the fight, especially at the start of it, wasn't too thrilling and too action-packed, so I was starting to doze off a little bit, but I woke up a little bit more when obviously Lamont started giving him some work, and he looked good, man. I got to give respect to Lamont Roach. He proved a lot of guys wrong. I think he shocked Tank a lot with what he was able to bring. And again, we saw the controversy with the knee. To me, that's a knockdown. You can't just take a knee and decide to, go to your corner and get your face wiped. So, if that's a 10-8 round, Lamont wins the fight. So it's, unfortunate, but that's the fight game. Hopefully they'll do it again and he gets paid, what he's worth.
Have you ever seen anything like that in boxing before? A guy sort of just voluntarily...
We've seen Floyd take a knee and be put on the count. We've seen...
Following the controversial draw, Roach's team filed an appeal with the Athletic Commission to overturn the decision. The appeal centered on a pivotal moment in the 9th round when Davis took a knee after a jab from Roach referee Steve Willis, initiated a count, but stopped at 3, allowing Davis to return to his corner, where his trainer wiped his eyes, a move that contravenes boxing regulations. Davis later attributed his action to grease from his hair, affecting his vision. George Cambasos. JR did not hold back in his critique of Gervonta following Davis's controversial draw against Lamont Roach. Junior Kambosos highlighted Roach's exceptional performance, noting his skill and resilience in the ring. He was particularly impressed by Roach's ability to challenge Davis, a feat not many have achieved. Reflecting on the bout, Kambosos questioned Davis's capability to compete against top-tier fighters. The fight itself was marred by controversy, especially in the 9th round when Davis took a knee without being credited with a knockdown. This incident led to widespread debate, with many in the boxing community believing Roach deserved the win.